Hey witches, I'm still getting adjusted. I've got a new tripod, so y'all just gonna have to bear with me. Alright, thank you for joining me today. Even if you're watching the recording, I totes appreciate it. This is awesome. I cannot wait to share this with you all. This is mind-blowing stuff that I'm sharing with you all, and I know this because when I learned it, it blew my mind. Well, some of it blew my mind and some of it made me upset until I started seeing the truth of it. So I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This might piss you off, but you might need to be pissed off, because as soon as you are made uncomfortable, the sooner you are getting closer to what it is that you want. Because if you were finding what you wanted in your comfort zone, you wouldn't be watching this video. Alright, let's get to it. I don't want to waste any time. And if you are watching this recording, awesome. Anybody else that just pops on, we're just going to have to go with it. And you just watch the recording later. Alright. The number one reason why your spells are not working. This is it. This is the number one reason. And how do I know your spells aren't working? Because in every forum, chat room, group, offline, online, blog, that's the number one issue. I see so many witches say, my spell didn't work. My spells aren't working. I'm having issues with my spells right now. And you're finding all these excuses for it. You're not using the right correspondences, or it's not the right time of the month to be doing that spell, or it's not astrologically right, or somebody's cursed you, or whatever. And the issue is, it's not really that. That's not really the problem. The number one problem, you don't know what a spell is. And I get it. That might make you like step back and be like, witch please. I know what a spell is. I'm a witch. I've been practicing for this however long. I know what it is. But do ya? The reason why I say this is the number one reason is because a lot of witches don't know what a spell is, which sounds kind of weird. That's kind of our forte, right? That's what we do. We cast spells. That's why we're witches. I mean, that's the thing. But so many witches, when asked what a spell is, answer that it's chanting over a talisman, or making a potion, or getting your ritual supplies and altar tools together and doing all this stuff with this stuff. You know, you've got your correspondences, you've got your whatever. Those are just ingredients. They're just ingredients. Light as many candles as you want, it's not gonna work, because that by itself is not the spell. That's not it. A spell, in its simplest form, like just to lay it out and take baby steps with it, a spell is spelling out what you want. It's a statement of intention. Now, I know some of y'all are going to be like, if that was it, then I'd have everything I wanted. It is more than that. But that's the key. Saying, this is what I want. I want this in my life. You have to do that. Everything else is just ingredients. If you were to make a cake and you grabbed all the ingredients, you grabbed eggs and flour and sugar and baking powder and whatever, unless you knew that you were making a cake, you're just making a mess. Sure, it's busy, you feel like you're doing something, it's dramatic, but unless you have a purpose, a focused, this is what I'm doing this for, you could do it till you're blue in the face and it's not going to do anything. And I know it's harsh to hear, but if you can check in with yourself and make sure you're not just doing busy work, you're actually working towards a specific goal, man, can you imagine how much more powerful your stuff is going to be? with everything that you already know. That's huge. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this. The correspondences and the tools, they rock. You need them too. But they're not the main thing. Because otherwise, the statement of intention by itself isn't really just spell work either. It's just the key. It's the foundation work. And I know some of you are going to be thinking, well, that sounds a hell of a lot like the New Age manifestation stuff. And yeah, sure, it works. But even they use spell work, they just don't call it that. They're still lighting candles, using crystals and everything else, and drinking tea, with the focus that this is helping them get into alignment with what they want. That's what it does. That's what all these things do, is they get you into alignment. They bring your vibration into the same vibration as your goal. That's the point of the stuff. That's why you need the stuff. But you got to have the focus first. That way you can pick out what stuff you want to use. I'm going to go ahead and give you another tip here. Little bonus. All that stuff. Here's another little thing that makes a lot of witches mad. It all works. Now, you're going to be like, well, of course it works. It all works. Some of you might be thinking, I need certain candles. Or this spell says this for, say, a soulmate spell. You want to find your soulmate. You look through a bunch of different love spells. They all ask for different things. Well, which one works? They all work. They all work. Here's the key. Find what works for you, because these are all tools to bring you into alignment with what it is that you want. Well, when you clarify what you want, you then figure out what's keeping you from it and what do I need to do to get it. The big thing you need to do is get your conscious mind to work with your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is also what we refer to as the higher self, our connection with spirit, our soul, our connection with the divine, whatever you want to call it. But that's where the main part of the work is done. But the subconscious mind doesn't really think or communicate the way our conscious mind does. It works in symbols, and that's what all this stuff is. The candles, the chants, the sigils, the crystals, they're all symbols with a vibration that's in alignment with what you want. Those symbols talk to our higher self and help us reprogram ourselves to be on the path for what we want. So there's really two really awesome tips, I think, today. They were what helped me get to where my spells work now. And I have some other great tips in my book, Spell Check. My book is free. You just have to go to startwitching.com/spell, SPELL -check, CHECK. And I'll have the link below. Go there, type in your email, grab that ebook, follow the tips. See if it doesn't make your spell work every time, because that's the goal. If our spells aren't working, can we call ourselves witches? There's a little philosophical conversation for you. Go ahead and grab that. Yeah, it gets you on my mailing list where I'm going to be sending you some great tips, stories, tarot spreads, deals coming up, and maybe we can help work together on making your magic a little bit more potent. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day.